Hey y'all, what's up? Jamie, that's me. Let's get into it. I want to talk about love and hip hop ATL, girl. Okay. Um, First things first. So Scrappy calls Bambi. Okay, so she's out to eat with Zell as well as I believe it was Sierra that was out there, and I think Sierra was telling them about the wedding and stuff, how she don't miss her mom or whatever. Zell was talking about the baby mama Santana and stuff like that, and the whole situation with him stressing out the baby mama or whatever. Okay. And then in the midst of that, Scrappy does give Bambi a call and stuff like that, which is funny. And they're like, wait a minute, girl, why is this man calling you so late? And she's like, he want to talk about the kids. Ha 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 ha. Miss Bam, I understand that, you never see a chance in hell of you getting back with Scrappy, but the fact that you keep answering his calls knowing that he doesn't want anything, and you guys are talking about life. Although you guys can do that as a friendship, I feel like he may mistake it for what it is and try to do more. As we ended up finding out that, he sent her flowers and stuff. He's trying to get back with her 1000%. You missed her when you had her, but you wasn't taking care of your responsibilities. And I just feel like you really fumbled in a sense. You know what I'm saying? You was with this woman. I think Bam is very beautiful. She has 3 kids. She's been, doing her business and stuff like that. Like, I think that Scrap kind of had it good, in my opinion, with Bambi, but you just, Mister, can't get right because you don't like to listen. I don't know what his zodiac is, but Scrap likes to get to these places where you can't tell him nothing. And because of that, you have to live with your own decisions ultimately, and it really sucks for you. Okay. So, anywho, they discussed Scrappy having a baby, whether Bam heard about it. Bam said that she has heard about it. And also, she says, she's not sure, but she's pretty sure that it is his child. Okay. A lot of people are pretty sure. So, anywho, Zell says that Santana is harassing him, okay, or at least harassing the baby mama. Zell also says that she's been getting a flood of messages. I believe people were trying to say, like, oh, he has AIDS. You got AIDS. You need to go get yourself checked out. I think that's really messed up. I think that's really messed up, and I guarantee you, a lot of the people hopping in her DM saying this silly shit are likely behind hidden profiles, and I just think that's so whack. But anywho, Zell lets us know that she's like a school teacher, and I'm like, really? Because I feel like last season you labeled her as something else. I thought that she probably was just like, I ain't gonna lie, I thought she could have been a stripper or something like that, one of these IG models or whatever. You met her over in a random city or whatnot. Y'all smashed when y'all were out there. It was like a one night stand. Now I'm questioning the whole situation about how they got together. And then I'm also starting to question whether or not the storyline was really true when it comes to her being pregnant. But anywho, there's that. He talks about getting a DNA test or something after the baby gets here, but he's gonna get real surprised because it ain't no baby. Now, Amy and Ashley, they go and sit down, and Amy is feeling away. I guess Zane wasn't trying to have her back or something. I can't remember over at London, but whatever it is, she decided she finna come back and spill all his tea to Ashley. So she lets Ashley know about how he was all up on this other lady, trying to make it seem like the lady was a fan, and it wasn't given that. Then she caught some other things over on one of Scrappy's videos. So she's exposing this to Ashley. Now, Ashley's initial reaction of being unfazed kind of made me question, like, yo, is Zane telling the truth when Zane says that they've been separated? But Ashley goes, she does the confessional, and she's like, listen, I'm really pissed off, but I'm trying to really maintain my composure and stuff like that. Because when I get home, I'm digging in that ass. And it's just what it is, okay? And that's what Ashley is going to do, because right now she's just playing it real cool, calm, and collected. Okay. And Miss Amy, for you to run back and share that man tea like that, and I'm not saying that you're wrong, okay? Because I feel like do what you need to do. I want you to be very receptive when it's time for another woman to come and share the tea of Dwight. Understand? Okay. Now, Bam and Scrappy, they speak on the baby because they're out at the park with the kids and stuff, and they speak on, the baby that's on the way, and he's really stressed out about it. Okay, I think he's just like still in disbelief. Can't believe he's about to have another child. Can't believe he's about to have a child under the circumstances in which he's about to have a child. Yeah, you be out here being real reckless. Okay, real reckless. Get it together. Don't bring no more baby. Like 5 is enough for you, sir. You don't need no more. Slow your roll, please. Okay. Bambi said something about wanting to give him support. Bambi, I respect you wanting to maintain a good relationship with your child's father, but girl, you getting on my nerves. You are getting on my fucking nerves, bitch. You understand? Stop showing up for this raggedy ass man. I feel like he need to sit in this, in my personal, sit in that bullshit that you got going on. Okay. You sitting up there doing that lady any kind of way in the marriage and then expect her to still show up for you outside of the marriage. Absolutely the fuck not. But you're gonna do it anyway because that's just how you is. And I do feel like that speaks to your heart, in my opinion, and the type of woman that you are. But girl, you don't owe him that, but you know that already. You know that. You overextend, show up for him, he disrespects you, and then you get emotional and you start crying about it. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't cry and be upset because you're not getting what you were trying to give in return. But I do think that you ain't got to do all that. Okay, you can save yourself the tears and stuff if you just girl, you need to have a cutoff time. Don't call me after 9. These kids is in the bed. Okay, they in the bed. All right. If something go down and I need to take them to the doctor, I'll call you, baby. Okay. When you put them in the bed over there on your side of town, send me a video, send me a picture, FaceTime me, let me say good night, whatever. Don't call me unless it's an emergency. Do not call my phone after 9. Period. Okay. There are office or parenting hours over here. Okay, because I'm probably over here humping on some Zik and you over here interrupting me. I don't have time. Okay. Anywho, that's that. So Zell links up with Brianna. They have a talk. She said that, he needs to check Santana pretty much. Like, I understand that you can't get into the people that sending me DMs, writing in my comments and stuff because they're very rude and extremely disrespectful. But one person you can get to is Saucy. And I need you to get to him and I need you to check him and tell him he needs to fall back just a bit. Okay. So she feels a way about him also running up behind Santana because obviously Santana is reaching out to her, giving her tea. I'm not saying Santana should not be doing this because I do feel like Zell is playing both sides, giving Santana information and then giving this girl information as well, making it seem like all he wants is a family and stuff. But he over here running behind Santana, knowing that he wants that relationship with Santana. And we saw that earlier on in the season last year. So it's like, so when Santana says later on in the episode, like that is giving he really wants to be with me, but wanted to just have a baby with her, that's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is, okay? And that's fine. I just think he needs to make her fully aware of everything and don't set her up with the expectation that y'all are gonna be together in some capacity as a unit or whatnot. And then you're not even actively calling her like you should right now. So I don't really fault her because I kind of feel like, well, like, I mean, if you're not showing up as much as you can now during the pregnancy, and I told you that it's high risk, then why would I want to move forward and have the child by you? And you're probably not going to be showing up then either. Like, I mean, I don't blame this woman. She goes on to let him know that there is no baby, okay? He hasn't been real supportive. She lets him know that. She says there is no baby because she suffered a miscarriage. So she says, I honestly don't believe her. Either she aborted the baby or there was never a baby. Period. And this is all for storyline purposes only. Okay. But Zell at this moment is feeling played. Well, oh well, because I'm sure she felt played too. Hearing you say one thing and then you turn around and you're over here all behind Saucy. I'm rocking out with her. Okay. Now, Mama D decides to take it upon herself to invite Scrappy's baby mama over to her house. Okay. So I don't know if the girl stayed the night a few days or something. I don't even know if the girl's from Atlanta because it sounded like Scrappy said the last time he saw her was when he went to New York for some award show or something. So I'm like, does she live up north? Okay. I can't recall. But either way, her and Mama D are starting to bond, which I find to be so interesting, y'all. And I feel like she didn't really do this fully with Erica nor with Bambi. And I feel like it's because as involved as you were in Scrappy's life, I feel like you felt super important or more to him or something. More than anything, I feel like you felt threatened and jealous by those two relationships. But this young woman, you don't feel threatened or jealous at all. Not only is it because of older age and you almost clapped the hell up out of here, that's one, but also because you know that they don't really have anything established. There's no real relationship there for you to be threatened by. So, of course, you'll invite her over, get to know her, everything, and say, oh, well, can I throw you a baby shower or whatever the case is? I guess I might as well. She should have said yeah today anyway. You're going to need all the help you can get. In addition to that, it's not just her child, it's Scraps too. So yeah, have another baby shower here and there. So that's nice. Now we get to Zane's house and Ashley over there getting the couch ready that's down in the studio because that's where he gonna be sleeping at. I was chuckling. I do not fault Ashley for packing it up and letting him know where he's going to be sleeping at. But I do fault Ashley for something. Now, Zane, when she's asking these questions about London, he doesn't want to keep it a buck. He ain't trying to be honest about nothing. He's trying to downplay every single thing. Ashley goes off the hinges, start yelling, hooping, hollering, all of this stuff. And that's where I have an issue with Ashley because I'm like, girl, you and Rashida, when he told you to talk to Rashida, girl, you probably should because clearly you're going to thug it out as long as she has. I'm not understanding. I would get tired of having the same conversations every year. or every few months or every other quarter. I will get tired of that. Knowing this man has just as much of responsibilities as you do. And I haven't heard anything from Zane. Has he been ghostwriting? Has he been producing for others? What else has Zane been doing to bring coin in the house, which is probably why you're still connected to him? IDK. I know he's got booked a few acting gigs, and I think that he should continue to stay in that lane and definitely book more opportunities because I don't think that he was fully bad. I just don't think he got a lot of camera time or a lot of scenes. I think that he did good when he was on camera. When he did, I think it was BMF. Don't quote me, but or was it Raising Canaan? It's one of the two. But I feel like he should definitely lean more into that arena with it. But aside from that, it's like, Ashley, aren't you tired of yelling about the same stuff all the time? Aren't you tired of that? Girl, let it go. Now, what we also learned is this. They did get that baby tested from earlier in the season, and that baby turned out to be just what the baby mama said it was, not Zane's child. And Zane willingly gave that baby the last name, I guess, so the baby wouldn't feel awkward amongst the other siblings, but it's still going to feel awkward because they're realizing that's not their real dad. Okay. And they're gonna have to get to know somebody else. I know in the beginning parents like to do the best thing for that kid in the moment, but I feel like it kind of hurts them later on. But anywho, it is what it is. But Ashley says that it's out of their control when it comes down to taking the baby's name out of taking the baby's last name from them. So it's not in her control, and I don't see the mama changing it anytime soon. I think when the kid gets older, if the baby decides that they want to make that change to the name, then they'll do so. Okay, so good luck. Scrappy and the BM link up. Okay, of course he's talking to her about getting an actual test done. First of all, before we get there, Zane called Scrappy, y'all. Zane called Scrappy, trying to go in on Scrappy for posting that video and not taking it down. At the end of the day, you could be upset with Scrappy, like Scrappy ruined your stuff, but it's all on you, boo. If you were operating how you were supposed to be operating as a married man or whatever, it would have been that thing that Scrappy had to or needed to say in that particular situation, okay? In that, like, you would not have been messed up in the video had you been operating accordingly. That's on you, okay? I thought that was funny. And then he gonna tell her to go talk to Rashida so she can learn how to be a clown and a fool, okay? For this man for another umpteen years. No, ma'am. It's too much life and too much zick out here. Okay. In all shapes and sizes or whatever else that you could be getting to be dealing with him. But okay. So Scrappy meets with the BM and he talks about getting a DNA test and she's open to it, after the baby gets here. She's like, listen, when you find out this kid is yours, I'm gonna need a few things. And I'm going to need what she said. She says, I'm gonna need an apology, a trip, and a car. He laughed at her. Like, her ain't got it like that now. Okay. I could give you maybe a little piece of trip. Okay. Maybe an apology, but I don't know about no car. Don't we all want one? So that's what they got going on. He says that he's just gonna go with the flow. He's not making her his girl. He's not doing anything. If she wants to hop on that beat from time to time, I think he's gonna allow her to do so. I've been seeing them all hugged up and stuff on social media. I think it was on her page because people were down in the comments saying some stuff to her real negatively, and she's like, I'm a non-factor and I'm this and that, but you guys are on my page. I said, girl, I'm with you when you're right now. I'm with you when you're right. Now, it's one thing to go on somebody's page and look around, but to get in the comments and then think you're finna spew negativity in their comment section and think they're not supposed to eat you up accordingly, you're asking for an issue. All right. So that's what's going on with them. Okay. Now let's get to Zel and Saucy. This is a mess. This Saucy and Zel, they talk about the baby mama stuff, and it seems like Zel wants to number one, be with Saucy. According to Saucy, according to some of the texts, and just off of how he was moving, he does want to be with Saucy. Saucy thinks that, he was using the girl to have a baby, but ultimately wanting to be with him, but not communicating that back to Brianna. And I agree. I feel like Zel was not being 100 and he was telling both of them different things, okay? Of course, they get into a heated argument. Zel blames him for the miscarriage or whatever. Saucy is not trying to take any, accountability or responsibility. Like, you're not going to put that on me. None of that blame. Can't really blame him, to me. Because, again, I'm questioning, like Sherelle on Wags to Riches, I'm questioning whether or not this girl actually had an abortion and whether she was even pregnant. Hate to say it. Hate to really question that. I'm sorry. She said that she had a miscarriage. And I really hate to question her miscarriage, but the whole situation just seems so skeptical. So I don't know what she got going on, okay? But anywho, Zale tells him that he embarrassed that girl. They're arguing all outside. When they're outside, Saucy is on his heels or whatever. And not Zale, but Saucy tells Zale that he embarrassed old girl. Okay, he should have kept it real with her from the beginning, and then she wouldn't have to deal with half of the stuff that she was dealing with. And then Zale took food, threw it out the damn window, tried to talk about his weight and stuff, telling him to go eat. Zale tells him, Saucy tells him, you have what he said, no career, no money, no something. You ain't got no baby, no career, no money. It is what it is, okay? He's getting ready to pull off. And then Zale tells him, you went from RCA to RIP. Child, listen, y'all must have some good sex for y'all to keep running back to each other the way that y'all do. Because that's the only thing that's given. I feel like, y'all just have some good sex. Other than that, it's just a toxic situation. It's just super toxic. And I just feel like him trying to throw chicken. Now, I could see Ching Diamond being upset with Shay on Love and Hip Hop Miami because she called the girl big. But to me, calling somebody big isn't half as bad as literally taking your food and throwing it at a person. Like, telling them to eat something with their big ass or whatever it was, fat ass or something he said. And I was just like, girl, Saucy, you're going to have to draw the line in the sand and just put a nail in it because y'all don't need to be together. This is crazy. Next thing you know, we're going to be seeing both of y'all in damn headlocks. Like, I can't. Like, this is too much, okay? But that's what's pretty much going on the episode. That's all that I have for you guys at this time. Leave your thoughts and comments down below. Jami, that's me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos. Follow me on Instagram and on Twitter. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.
Tell them I preach to the choir. Stand on my feet to the fire. Give all the glory to God. Stand in the midst of these haters. I'm silent. Nobody can stop me. Just gotta check in my notification. Them numbers hit like it's a practice.